Well, hello there.
Greetings, fellows.
Greetings.
Hey, what's up, beloved? This is Jabril. To our welcome community, let me extend to my brothers and sisters. I have my reoccurring guest. We actually just filmed the video like a few hours ago.
Yeah.
And what do you guys feel about that video? Tell me.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was like a really great.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
it was,
It like hit a spot.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the video. And right now we are in a change of scenery, a change of location.
Yes.
Behind us is actually Lake Ocean.
Michigan.
Lake Michigan Ocean.
Lake Michigan.
Now behind us is Lake Michigan. It's so beautiful, guys.
It's super pretty.
What's the vibe, bro? Like when you see this, like what do you think of? Give me some words. It's like it's kind of peaceful. Like I feel like it's not peaceful. It's something.
You can see it raining.
Yeah.
So it looks cool.
I like the contrast of
Yeah.
like all the busy streets
Yeah.
and then this calm ocean.
Yeah.
And then like the little slight
The
rain.
ocean.
Yeah.
The little rain
The,
too.
the ocean.
The ocean.
The ocean.
The sea.
The ocean.
The sea, yeah, man. Lake Michigan is actually gorgeous, bro.
Yeah.
The vibe is just completely right. It looks like we're in an airport.
It low-key
Chi-town.
does.
It really-
Chi-town.
Shout out
Illinois.
Chi-Town. We're vibing. So earlier I gave you guys the little topic, and then we proceeded to do what we did. All right. Now I have a new one, and it's kind of similar. So my question to you guys is: should you be friends first, or should you go into a relationship with someone?
Ooh.
Because
It's a bird.
a pigeon
I'm
just
so sorry.
pigeon.
For, all-
so
for all our
sorry.
viewers here, a seagull.
A
A
seagull.
sea-
Passed by,
It
bro.
It wasn't a seagull. It was a
That
pigeon.
was
It was great. I
Oh,
saw
it's a
it.
seagull.
Saw it with my own eyes. Nah. So getting back to the anyway.
I'm sorry.
On that thought, yeah. So there, I have experience with both, where it was better to probably be friends, and then I have experience where I jumped into the relationship.
yeah.
You know. So what do you guys think? Is it better to be friends first?
Wait. I have a question. When you say like jump into a relationship, you're talking about like you guys meet and then you both just start like going out like that?
Yes. So my ex, I'll use that as an example.
Okay.
When I met her, it was already us trying to do stuff and just talking. It was never like we're friends first. It was just straight
Yeah.
clear that there was attraction there, you know. And we went on to be together for like over a year, a little bit over a year before we broke up. We never were friends first though. We just went straight into
okay.
it.
I get what you're saying.
And we broke up, you know, we were toxic with each other. But we had moments where we connected just on some cool shit.
Yeah.
So I would always like, and she would even question too, would we have been better as friends? And so that's kind of the question, like, should we have built that up first? Would we have steered the relationship better? But then on the flip side, I tried being friends with a girl first, and like a different girl, by the way. I tried being friends with her first, although I knew I liked her.
Yeah.
And since she knew that I liked her, she felt that it was disingenuous to want to be her friend.
Yeah.
So it's like, which one do you go for first?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know because when me and my current like partner, when we got together, it was like at that point where I was going for friends and like I could tell that he was flirting
Yeah.
with me, like he was trying to get into a relationship, but like I just kept it as friends until like one day we started like actually just like going out
Yeah.
and like oh this is a date or like oh I'm gonna ask you out.
Yeah.
But like when we hung out with each other, it felt like this like genuine like friendship, like we were the same person,
Yeah.
and it was like it didn't feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so, well, some people would say, yo, it's better to be friends first because
Yeah.
you get to build up that relationship and you get to kind of see who they really are, opposed to jumping into a relationship and then months down the road, it's like they're a completely different person. Which one do you go with though? Like, it can be better to jump into a relationship first because you just never know what's gonna happen. It may not actually go as bad. Neil, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I definitely think it depends on the person, like the person you're dating. You know, I've also had two scenarios where I was friends with someone and I knew them, and then there was a scenario where it's like, yeah, I jumped into a relationship. Like in my experience, my ex, my most recent ex, it was a weird, like, I kind of jumped into it. Like we were talking for like a week, and then like we kind of jumped into it, and it was like a relationship, something like we were going out, whatever. And then, like you said, like yeah, she was a completely different person. So I didn't know her before that. Like I didn't know her true self. Like I didn't know like who she really was, because I wasn't familiar with that side of her, you know. But it could go both ways, because I also like I would say I also like had an ex that I was in a friend group with in middle school and a little bit of high school, and it was like, I wouldn't say she was different than I thought. It was just like I could see different sides of that person, like the different side of that coin, just being in that relationship.
Yeah.
So I mean, I definitely think it depends on the actual person you're dating.
I don't mean to cut you off.
No.
That's a great point that I just got out of that. I want to get back to that real quick. I want to take a second to audio check this real quick. We'll be right back. We're going on commercial.
Yeah.
Now I have the power.
Oh shit! Wait, fuck, I need that. I'm tripping. I was about to, yo, where's the mic? All right, bet. Anyway, yeah. So we're back off a commercial break. Hope you got your snacks and took a bathroom break in a gender neutral bathroom. Anyway, so Neil, you kind of sparked a little thought in my head, which is you said something about you saw different sides of that person. So now I'm thinking, well, to kind of argue a person who would say it's better to be friends first. Well, what if you're not seeing all sides to that person because they're your friend? There's sides of me that I won't show to my friends because I'm not in a real intimate relationship with them.
Yeah.
So how can you fully know that even though, yeah, you're quote unquote friends with a potential lover, that potential lover is showing you everything that they are? What do you think, Amy?
What do you think, Amy?
What do you think, Amy?
I'm not gonna lie to you, like I genuinely don't know, because like I haven't been in very like many relationships over the course of my life. But yeah, I agree in terms of like I feel like it really depends on the person, and I get what you mean on like oh, maybe you really aren't seeing all sides, because like yeah, I don't really know. Like I feel like that question kind of like just stuns me. Like I don't know how to like. Yeah.
I also have something to add, like, just an example, like, it doesn't have to be bad, like, seeing another side of someone.
Yeah.
Because, like, for the person I'm with right now, like I didn't think of this person I'm dating to be the person, like I would see her in the hallways, right? I had a hallway crush on her. Like, she was really pretty, but it's like, and I'd see her, like, post shit, right? Like, on social media, and it's like, oh, this person's cool, like, I'm thinking in my mind, like, oh, she's probably gonna act like this way or something if I was friends with her. But because we, like, for this most recent relationship I'm in, like, we just kind of jumped in, you know, like, sort of. We were talking a bit, like, we were in crew, like, for our theater program, and we got to know each other a bit through that. So it was more like a middle ground. Like, we didn't really jump in, but we weren't really, like, super good friends, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a middle ground. But I think that the things that I found that I didn't know about her, like that she showed when we were dating, it's like, oh, that's actually cool. Like, she didn't show this side of who she really is, but I like that, and I think that's cool, and, like, you know, just, like, working around that is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, what Neo was saying, how his partner showed like sides during relationship where like he's never seen, like I feel like I kind of like it the same way. Like I don't think I'd ever want to be friends with my current partner right now, because like I've been told by multiple people how my partner is, like, people literally question sometimes, you're like, bro, how are you in a relationship with them? Like, cause that person is so straightforward with everybody and their friends. But like to me, like the side that he shows me and the side that I've grown to know him over the course of like the 2 years that we had been dating, it's like I know this affectionate guy who's like so sweet to me and like so like down to earth. And like I feel special that I'm the only one who's able to like see this side. And like obviously I'd like to see his friend side, but like this side of him is like something that like I enjoy and I wouldn't want to like not like, you know.
You wouldn't exchange it for
Yeah.
friendship.
Yeah.
I completely, I get that. And that's interesting that you say that, man. It's like when you're in a relationship, you kind of see that vulnerable
Yeah.
side. You know, reusing that word. We use that word a lot today, the word vulnerable. But yeah, you do see a person kind of shift and open up in good ways and also bad ways. You know, you start to see that they are actually more insecure than what you may have noticed before you met them. You know, because it's like they'll start to question certain things that you do because they're insecure of themselves. You know, they may not want to lose you. You may be their first something. And a friend, it's easy to overlook that as far as insecurities in a friend because you're not thinking that deeply about your friends. Like, oh, are they insecure? Like, you may have that thought sometimes, but you most of the time when you're with friends, you're doing friend shit, which is something that you just do in the moment and then forget about it the next. Like, in a relationship, it's deeper than that because there's expectations that's being set on each other. And so I think that people, it's weird, man. It's weird to make that transition, in my opinion, from a friendship to a relationship because I can't imagine me dating any of my female friends that I have right now. I feel like I know too much about them too. And that's another thing. It's like I have female friends who's liked our guy friends at periods of time. And then when they got to know them over the years, they realized, damn, I would have never wanted to be in a relationship with this dude because of how much they've learned about him. So I don't know. What's good, Nia?
I mean, like, I have a question for both of you. Like, what about the inverse of that? Like, would you say, like, the hypothetical? Of course, like, it just flew by again. I don't know if the camera caught that, but what about the hypothetical of, like, obviously no like bad karma or any energy, but I'm saying like, if you were, you're not in a relationship currently, right? Have you had an experience of like breaking up with someone but remaining friends?
Yes.
Like, really?
Yeah. Trying to.
I mean, yeah, you should talk, like, for, at least for my, yeah, like, for my experience, okay, hold on, like, hold your horses, I have a little story, like, at least for, like, a very toxic, like, you could recognize it's toxic, that can never work, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that can't work, and it's, like, it's just, like, you know there's always gonna be ill feelings, there might be, like, you know, unwarranted, like, oh, like, you might still like this person, like, you know, of the person you broke up with, but it's like I don't know, like, no, I'm not saying me, I'm talking about, like, I just feel like it never worked, because say I break up with someone, like, and it's like this toxic relationship, and it's hard to get, like, it's hard for, like, that person to get over you. It's like there still might be, like, unwarranted feelings from that person, and I mean that could be the situation in really any relationship, but like I don't know. Here, you speak on, like, being,
I got you.
I'm
No,
trying to-
I got you, God. I got you, champ. Don't even trip, bruh. I'm gonna come through with the clutch.
The sun is coming out.
The sun is coming out. It's actually so
Yeah.
beautiful. Damn, look at the video.
I know.
It's like
yeah.
it looks like it's
I
glowing
had to
behind
point it
us.
out, yeah, it was really pretty.
Wow. Anyway, I think in terms of trying to be friends after a relationship, what makes that even worse is when you've had sex with that person or done anything like that, because it's just like they'll always be in the back of your mind.
And it's like such an intimate thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sex is supposed to be that sacred, thing. And when I did it with my ex and then we tried to be cool after our relationship, it was like you kind of feel jealous if they start talking to anyone
Yeah.
else, whether it's a quote unquote friend,
Yeah.
they start going out a little bit
Yeah.
more. Like it's like these little things that just get at you. And especially when you're fresh out of the breakup and you're trying to be friends, it's like it doesn't work because let's be real, you guys aren't there to just be cool. You're there to keep tabs on what the fuck this person think they're about to do now that you aren't in a relationship anymore. And those expectations are still kind of there. You know, it's like you're trying to convince yourselves that you aren't together, but I mean, let's face it, you really are. And then I have the inverse of that, where it's like we are actually broken up and then we're like saying we're friends, and we're actually good in that moment. Like, we're actually better as friends. And then for some reason we'll get back together, and then all hell breaks loose. Like, for some reason, like, it just gets worse when we're in a relationship. Like, I don't get that, because I feel like soon as someone, like, when you tell yourself you're in a relationship mentally, expectations start to set again. Insecurities start to come into play. But as soon as you say, okay, we're friends, those expectation kind of goes away. So I've seen both sides of that. You know, what about you, Amy? What have you seen in life?
I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I saw on social media where I guess, like, this couple had, like, broken up and they continued to stay friends. And, like, you know, they talk about how it's so easy to be friends. And I guess, like, this other friend had, like, been, like, doing a Q&A with them and, like, asked them, like, oh, like, does it affect you when, like, you're hooking up with other people? Or, like, you know, you guys, like, do you guys talk about, like, your hookups, and, like, do you talk about, like, these new people that you're trying to talk to? And, like, they both had said that they were, like, really comfortable with it. And I guess, like, it works for some couples, but the guy who's interviewing them he said something that, like, I feel like I would really relate to. He's like, he doesn't know how he would handle, like, the thought of, like, his ex, like, touching somebody else's, like, lips, or, like, having that, like, connection and that, like, twin flame that, like, you develop with somebody. And, like, I feel like that's like, to answer Neo's question, like, that's how I'd feel. Like I've grown such, like, a what?
I have to point this out because I know that if someone watches this, they're gonna mentally think this. I love okay. So as I've been recording, like, since the beginning of all of this, I've noticed that people say the word like. I swear, as you were talking, it's like you did it on beat. Like, every few words had a like, and then they did this.
Hey,
like,
I
swear, I gotta put, like, a like counter.
You should.
And it's
That'd be
contagious because the more I hear it, the more I'm gonna start saying that shit. I swear it's so funny, bro. And it's crazy because when you watch this, or if you guys watch this, you're gonna listen to yourself talk and you'll be like, oh my god. Oh my god.
I do say like a lot. People tell me all the time.
Now you're not gonna hear it. Like, you're gonna not hear that shit. Every time.
Now I'm gonna try to not say it.
I'm gonna have a mental note. Cut that out of my
Alright, please. So he said that he can't imagine someone touching their lips.
And, like, having those connections, and I feel like that's answering, like, Neo's question. Like, I don't think I'd be able to, like, remain such, like a tempered down, like, relationship because of that deep connection I've already made. But I feel like in terms, if it were like a shorter relationship, maybe like a few months where I haven't builded that deep connection and I didn't do, like, those, like, very intimate things with people yet, I felt like it'd be a lot easier. But
Oh yeah. You have something you like to say?
I mean, like, also, going back, going back to what, like, what you were saying, like, oh my god, what you were saying about having that respect, you know, like, sorry. I can't do this shit. But being better outside of a relationship, you know? Stop, bro. I'm gonna say now instead. Being outside of a relationship, like, it's better for that. Like, it's whatever. I don't fucking care anymore. It's better because like, well, at least, you know, for my first ex, like, we never did anything. We never did anything like that. Like, so it's like we still have that, like, dude, stop. That's just how I talk, man. I don't give a fuck. It's just how it's like that. It's that mutual respect. It's that you have that. All right, I'm done talking, but you know, I'm just agreeing with you. It's that mutual respect. You know, I could have conversations with, you know, like my ex and not, you know, like truly no. I have no feelings for that person. It's just like that mutual respect. Like I spent this amount of time with you, and like I was there with you for a reason because I thought you were like interesting, but I still have that respect for you, but it's like it's not romantic at all.
Yeah.
Cause you know, at least also because I'm in a relationship. I'm still in a friend group sort of with my ex, and it was hard to break off at first because it's just a friend group thing, but now years later it's like, oh, that's fine, like if we're just talking like nonchalantly, because I know truly both of us have no feelings for each other, and it's purely platonic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, now it gets into the question of, can you be friends after a relationship? Like, can you? And I honestly think that you can try. I think those feelings, depending on how far you guys went into the relationship, will dictate how real that friendship will be. Because me and my ex, we tried being friends multiple times. Actually, like in the past 8 months, I would say we've talked a few times trying to be cool, and it's always at nighttime where it's like, now we're on the phone and, you know, I'm half asleep. Once I get half asleep, I'll start saying all types of crazy shit. And so she'll like it's dope though, like how nah, bro, but and we actually click in terms of a like friendship way. You know, we have moments where we laugh the hardest about some crazy shit. You know, she can match my energy, my goofiness, she can match that. And so I've always admired that out of her, even though we went through so much bad shit. I will always be like, damn, that could have been a really good friend though.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we've tried that. And what gets in the way of that friendship, trying to have it after a relationship, although it's been like a year since we had previously talked, until obviously us like reconnecting, what gets in the way is the fact that we were intimate with each other and sexual with each other, because now that's like it's almost still there.
Yeah.
So that's why when they say sex is so sacred and to, you know, be cautious of who you do it with, I would say it's because that shit never really goes away at all, especially when your body count is low. My female friend actually asked me a few days ago, she was like, yo, do you think that when you have multiple bodies, that the intimacy you're supposed to feel in sex kind of goes away as your body count increases? And so I was like, I honestly think it does, because I've talked to guys who told me that they have sex with multiple girls before, and they feel less and less as they keep going higher up in the ranks.
Like it's just a fun thing to do it now.
Yeah,
like
and
intellectual.
some of them told me that it's not even necessarily fun for them. It's more so, I don't even know how to explain it, trying to fulfill a void. Some of them have like family issues that they're going through, and like I'll really, really dive deep into like, yo, what's going on, and they'll explain like, yo, some family issues.
Yeah.
So I honestly think that sex is a spiritual energy type of thing, that it should be more talked about than it is, at least. And to bring it back to the relationships, I think it's because when you do that, you can't go back. Like you can't, once you cross that line, there is no, we could just be cool after at all, you know? So I think if you don't have sex with someone, you can be friends with them potentially after a relationship. But once you do anything like that, it's a whole different world, you know? So keep it in your pants.
He said it like that.
I don't know. Yo, here.
Yo,
here
keep it in your pants, bro.
Here you go.
This for all the men out there, bro.
And the girls, bro, because y'all some freaks too, on God.
No, low key, bro. I know hella girls who are freaks, bro. And I'd be like, yo, y'all freaks, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I low key need a freak sometime, but like, y'all high key freaks. What?
You had to say I'm a freak, or I need a freak.
Low key need a freak right now, bro. Hit me up. I'm just kidding.
In the description.
Anything else to add, Neil?
If you got it this far, comment, I need a freak. right now. Freak 100.
All right,
Well,
let's wrap it up.
let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about to leave too, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, no, yeah, so we can wrap it up right here. We had a nice conversation. I want to say thank you guys for taking the time to do these 2 videos. That was actually dope.
Yeah.
A little dope talk. I've been procrastinating this topic because usually I write like essays and shit. But I just threw it out here. Fuck it. Fuck an essay. Let's just talk about it. And I actually like where it went. You know, this was a great time to do this too. Beautiful background. And so I just want to leave off with a message, man. We are high school students, and I think that it's cool as hell that we get to sit down and talk about mental health. I really believe that a lot of kids should engage in this. This isn't something that I just want to have to myself. I want to see a bunch of kids get online and talk about this as well. Like, I ain't trying to gatekeep none of this, bro. I really encourage like youthful people to talk about real things that's in here, you know, because it's very important, you know. And you may never know when you put yourself out there who will reach out to you and be like, yo, I can relate to this, or this really helped me. I've had people reach out to me, and that's a great feeling to know that what I'm doing is assisting people in moving forward and progressing in life. So I also want to say thank you again to you too for coming out. All right. From the most serious to the simplest of issues, young people specifically deal with these types of problems daily. We never know how what they are experiencing actually affects them mentally. However, it can affect us mentally, potentially moving us to hurt others and or ourselves, going so far as to commit suicide. So this is me leaving my door open for us to have a chance to talk, and I hope others will do the same and join us. Remember to go and inspire somebody, beloved, as we close. One community, one world. Be peaceful. Thank you guys for coming out. Y'all.
Let